Now, I'm filming this video today for some very big news because Fable 5 is coming back. Yes, you heard that right. Fable 5 is coming back. They finally announced it. I'm telling this with a smile because I'm happy, because it was the most powerful model we've experienced so far. It could do so much. I'll tell you right now what it can do and what it's all about. By the way, I'm always filming outside these days because it's hot, the weather is hot. When there's a bit of a breeze on the terrace and so on, I film here. So the studio changes every now and then. Now Anthropic made an announcement, as you can see here. It said, the Department of Commerce lifted the export control for Claude, Fable 5 and Mythos 5. What does this mean? It said, we'll open access starting tomorrow and release an update soon. This happened a few hours ago. We thank all our users for their patience. We also thank everyone who worked with us, everyone who worked to redeploy this, it said. Now let's read the sentence. The Department of Commerce lifted the export control. It says, what was the problem? The problem was this. Due to security restrictions, the Department of Commerce in America wanted the use of this model to be restricted for everyone who isn't a US citizen for Fable 5 and Mythos 5. And Anthropic said, I don't track this. I don't have such a system. I don't even guess whether they're a US citizen or not. I don't guess whether they're of American origin either. There was also something like that. So there are many people, including their own employees, who don't fit into this category. That's why I have to shut it down completely, it said, and shut it down. In the meantime, they started working. There were many issues. An announcement came, security checks were performed. What was claimed was actually that it could be hacked, infiltrated to get information from the model, or that the model was hacked very quickly. Anthropic defended this. This is how it is for me on certain issues. We're trying to close these too, but it's not just me, it's the same for others as well, it tried to say. There were many debates. Will it come or not? At one point we even thought, will we no longer be able to access powerful models? We wondered if only a 0.01% segment would access powerful models, and if we no longer had access. But as far as I understand, we do. And by the way, I think China's pressure worked here. The release of a model like GLM 5.2 and GLM saying again, we're releasing a model at the Mythos level in 2027. I think it showed that if Anthropic pulls its frontier models from the market, the competition will shift to China, and China will get stronger very quickly. I think this also had an effect. Now, as you can see here, it's their own tweet, and here I'm reading Anthropic's page. Let me show you how it was banned. As I said, because we couldn't control who they were or how they'd become US citizens, they said they'd shut down access for everyone, as you can see. This shutdown thing, but today we finally got this. So after 18 days, finally the model is coming back. I'll also talk about what we can do with it, because it's a very powerful model. If you have business ideas and ventures, a lot of things in mind, it'll be very fast to realize them now. Here, let's see a few tweets. I'm drinking my coffee at the same time. But it's like a morning thing, a morning broadcast. On one hand, you see Lutnick's news here. You see his letter actually to Anthropic. Who is Lutnick? If you ask, he's the US Secretary of Commerce. It says here he wrote it on the 26th, by the way. Let me show you. He says there's no longer a requirement for export, re-export, and in-country transfers of the Mythos model series, but that it could be reinstated in the future. And similarly, Howard Lutnick says on his own account that over the past 2 weeks, we've worked very closely with Anthropic, and that Fable 5 is now compliant with American standards and can now be shared. So he says there's no problem posing a risk to US interests. You can see other news here as well, like on CNBC. I think Fable 5 being like this now will go viral everywhere. So it's coming, it'll be opened up gradually. I think it'll be opened up to all of us. And all these things here, export restrictions are important. So it'll really be opened up globally. This was the most important part. You can see all the news and content here. So what do we actually understand from this? That's the question. Fable 5 is coming back now, and with a model like Fable 5 in our hands, I hope, there was a limit on membership packages, for example. They'll extend that too because we couldn't use it. I hope we'll continue to experience it with membership packages during that time. This is important, and as we experience the power of this model, actually, I'd pushed all the limits before it closed. We'd come up with very nice projects. The moment we developed and took on normal customer projects with AI agents, the impact increased very quickly. Sure, it consumes a lot, but it had started doing everything very well. So it'll be great to experience it. Now I'll mention a few things. How should one approach it? What needs to be done the moment Fable 5 arrives? First of all, Fable 5 is the most powerful weapon in your hands, but it's only powerful if you're clear on what you want to do. So you need to know what you want to do, set your goal, and proceed accordingly. What can be done here? AI automation is now a somewhat outdated system. I don't really recommend it for those just starting out. A new system, the agent system. You need to move forward with the agent system and actually do these with Fable 5. Evaluate your own workflows and the SaaS projects you've developed with this. Your business ideas will develop much faster with Fable 5. For example, you can build a team, a digital employee team, for yourself thanks to Fable 5. You'll do it with Fable 5. And to do these, you need to use Cloud Code. That's the thing. It goes as Cloud Code plus Fable 5. So you'll develop your agents with Fable 5. You'll build systems to find customers with Fable 5. So you'll design your entire business with Fable 5. You'll even design creative processes with Fable 5. I can say it will make a huge difference. What you need to do here is we're starting a new training today. There's a training set I've been working on for a while, which I added to this lesson. As you can see here, there's a complete training on the Digital Academy side. From Cloud Code, from scratch, from Cloud Code setup, to finally building a website, power features, memory system, AI agents, the applications within everything, design systems, compatibility and maintenance, and even turning it into money. There are many systems here. You can actually join this training. If you want to learn Cloud Code and take the power of Fable 5 to the max, it's suitable to start from scratch. Besides that, as a business model outside of this training, agent as a service. I say this in many videos, designing agents as a service and providing them to businesses. It's no longer AI automation, it's agents. That's why it makes a big difference in the systems where you provide agents. We are deploying a lot of agents right now. So we train many agents and integrate them into workplaces, companies, and their workflows. I definitely recommend this. Fable 5 will speed this up a lot too. It will speed up your ability to do it, that is, to train the agent. It will take the technical part from you and handle it itself. I've added the training for these here as well. Finally, let me say this. You see here, we actually have an agent operating system. Actually, this is our Agentic OS Agent operating system. Here, you can actually manage all your projects, all language models, everything. The important thing is to have a system like this. Here, it dreams, it develops with you, it sets goals, and actually there's a system where you connect all your ongoing projects. When you have this, even if the language model changes, your work doesn't stall. You do everything, you keep building, you can carry on with your work. This is a very important system, frankly. It has skills here, it has its own memory. It remembers everything. It's worked with you, it learns and develops. You can see it here, it has its own memory. In this way, it makes all the connections itself. Similarly, you can connect AI agents like Hermes here, run them here, and start talking here. This is also a very important feature. That's why it's important to have an operating system. If you have an operating system, whether the model is Opus or Fable, your work continues to run. Even if you switch to open source, it keeps running. I've shared this with the community as well. Many of our friends have already started using it. You can start using it too. We develop, update, and share it again every day. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.